Good morning. So, if you want high value answers, you need to ask high value questions. Three questions that I'm going to address today to help key us on to what we believe and how we could be great leaders. Um, they all relate to suffering. What are you willing to suffer for with dignity? Question one: what are you willing to suffer for? Okay. So, think about people in history that you admire, that they're willing to undergo great sacrifices and trials, and other people were not willing to do so. Why? Question two: what is more important? Uh, what is important enough for you to undergo continual suffering, sweat, blood, sacrifice over a long period of time? Question one was more about just very general. What are you willing to suffer for? Most people would say something like, well, for my child, my family, something like that. But what about an ongoing basis? What about some of the things that people invest over years or decades? So a good quote from Bill Gates mentioned about his 20s. He said when he was in his 20s, he didn't take a day off at all, ever. So you're talking about like a decade. Maybe you're not an entrepreneur, but there's similar questions. Some people went through amazing trials. For instance, St. Patrick was captured, was enslaved for about 6, 7 years, escaped, and then was motivated to go back to basically save the souls of the people that imprisoned him and made him a slave. That's a very powerful why. It inspires you and makes you wonder what would motivate them, what did motivate them, are those things motivating you? Three, why would you gladly suffer and fight when others quit, cut corners, and complain? Now, of course, if you had somebody in a leadership position that could not answer those things, one would wonder if, in fact, they are a leader at all, or perhaps they're just a very poor leader. In context, there are certain people that come to mind that do suffer quite a bit, even to their deaths. And you look at their lives and you wonder, was I a person? Am I a person? Can I be such a person that would undergo something like that? And of course, we want to be able to say yes. That is the goal. That's what I'm working towards. I want to consider people that are truly admirable and ask myself, am I like this person? Do I have a grand vision of life like they do? Am I willing to sacrifice and undergo certain types of suffering to accomplish whatever they're trying to accomplish? So, high value questions for high value answers. Um, these three questions I think are very helpful. So, ask these to yourself, think about it, and it's an ongoing process. Hopefully, in 10 years, I'll have a better, deeper answer to this than I do today. So, thanks for listening. You guys have a great day.